My beloved child, pause for a moment. Do not hastily scroll past these words like so many other things you have read today. Let all the noise around you settle down. Let the thoughts swirling in your mind be temporarily still. For there is something I want to say to you, not to the crowd, not to everyone, but to you. I have been waiting for this moment. I have seen the journey you have traveled. I know the things you have never told anyone. I know even the questions you only dare to keep in your heart. And today, I want you to hear my voice with all your heart. My beloved child, the world has taught you many things, that to be respected, you must stand higher than others. To be heard, you must prove you are better. To be recognized, you must constantly win. To become valuable, you must possess more, achieve more, and stand out more. Day after day, you are swept into a race with no finish line. You are tired. You are under pressure. You fear being left behind. You fear you are not good enough. You fear that one day others will forget your name. But my beloved child, that is not the path I have prepared for you. I do not call you to compete for a position. I call you to reflect, my love. I do not seek those who only know how to elevate themselves. I seek hearts that know how to bow down to lift others up. Remember the young shepherd boy named David. When all the people only saw the stature of a boy, I saw a heart that knew how to humble itself before me. Even when he became king, David's most beautiful moments were not when he wore the crown, but when he knelt to seek me. I did not choose him because he was stronger than others. I chose him because his heart knew how to belong to me. Remember Moses. He once thought he was not capable enough to lead an entire nation. He once said he was slow of speech, but it was exactly that humility that allowed me to act powerfully through his life. If Moses only believed in his own strength, he would never have been enough. But because he learned to rely on me, the sea was parted, my people were delivered, and history was changed. My beloved child, perhaps you think humility is weakness. You think serving is taking a loss. You think that if you always yield, always love, and always help, others will take advantage of you. I understand why you think that way, because you are living in a world where power is often measured by status, money, and fame. But the kingdom of heaven does not operate that way. In my kingdom, the greatest is the one who knows how to love the most. The strongest is the one who knows how to forgive. The richest is the one who knows how to give. And the one who pleases me the most is the one who knows how to silently serve without seeking praise. My beloved child, do you remember the night before I went to the cross? While the disciples were still arguing over who was the greatest, I knelt down to wash their feet. The hands that created the stars touched the dusty feet of finite human beings. I wanted them to understand that true love always knows how to bow down. The truly exalted one is not afraid to serve. That is the path I am also inviting you to follow. My beloved child, do you remember Ruth? She did not seek to stand out. She was faithful in small tasks. She cared for her mother-in-law with all her heart. Yet I used that very humble life to write a crucial part in the program of redemption. Do you remember Joseph? He served faithfully even when sold as a slave and imprisoned in a dark dungeon. No one saw that faithfulness, but I saw it, right in the darkest place. I was preparing him for a position that no one could steal away. My beloved child, I know you have been tired recently. You have tried so hard. You have sacrificed so much. But sometimes you feel you only receive indifference in return. There are times you treat people kindly but are misunderstood. There are times you are sincere but are looked down upon. There are times you serve with all your heart but no one acknowledges it. Then you ask yourself, should I continue? Do the things I do have any meaning? Listen to me. Every single thing you do with love has eternal value. There are seeds you have not yet seen sprout today, but I am caring for them. There are good deeds that have not been reciprocated today, but I never forget, just as I did not forget the widow who only offered 2 small copper coins. In human eyes, that gift was too little, but in my eyes, it was her whole heart. I do not measure value by quantity. I measure by love. My beloved child, do not let human ingratitude make your heart grow hard. Do not let unloving words cause you to stop loving. Do not let the selfishness of others steal the kindness I have placed within you. You are not called to react like the world. You are called to reflect me. Light only has meaning when it appears in the midst of darkness. Love only truly shines when it is expressed in a world full of division. And humility only truly has value when you have the opportunity to be proud, yet still choose to bow down. As it is written in Philippians 2:3, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves. My beloved child, perhaps today you do not yet understand why I began this message with humility, but you will understand, because every great miracle I want to perform in your life begins with a heart that knows how to humble itself before me. I can use a talented person, but I delight much more in using a humble person. I can bless a smart person, but I will entrust great things to the one who knows to place my glory above their own. Remember David, remember Moses, remember Ruth, remember Joseph, and above all, look at me. If the King of Kings chose the path of service, then that path is never the path of failure. It is the path leading to eternal glory. My beloved child, do not leave. This is only the beginning. In the next part, I will lead you deeper into the wounds you are carrying in your heart. I will speak to you about the times you served in silence but felt forgotten. I will embrace the tears that no one sees, and I will let you know that not a single act of your love, no matter how small, has ever been overlooked by me. Because in my kingdom, the things done with humility and love always hold eternal value. My beloved child, pause for a moment. Let your heart settle. I want you to know that I am very close to you. Right in the moments you feel most alone. I know there are things you keep hidden in your heart, not because you are strong, but because you are used to enduring them on your own. There are times you smile in front of everyone, but inside you are full of cracks. There are days you continue to give, even when you yourself are running dry. And there are times you ask yourself, do the things I do truly have any meaning? My beloved child, I hear even the questions you have never spoken aloud. I understand even the emotions you have never named. I do not only see your actions, I see the heart behind every single one of those actions. I see when you choose silence instead of arguing. I see when you forgive even though your heart still aches. I see when you continue to love even when it is not reciprocated. None of those things are small to me. My beloved child, there is a very deep weariness that only those who constantly give can understand. It is when you are always the one listening, but no one listens to you. Always the one lifting up, but no one lifts you up. Always the one being strong, but inside you deeply need to be held. I know that feeling. I know because I have been beside you in every single one of those moments, even when you thought you were alone. My beloved child, do not think that the silence of humans means I am also silent. Do not think that the lack of recognition means everything you do is useless. In my kingdom, the things done in secret hold the most profound value. I do not measure by human attention. I look at the sincerity of the heart. Every time you choose love instead of selfishness, every time you choose service instead of seeking personal gain, every time you choose patience instead of giving up, all of these are being preserved by me, my beloved child. Remember David when he was still a shepherd boy. No one saw the days he spent alone in the fields. No one knew the battles he faced with lions and bears. No one praised his faithfulness in small tasks. But I saw, and it was right in those quiet days that I prepared him for greater things. My beloved child, remember Esther. There were times she had to remain silent. There were times she had to wait. There were decisions she had to make in trembling fear. But I placed her in exactly the right position, at the right time, not so she could seek glory for herself, but so she could serve a greater purpose. My beloved child, you may be in a season where everything seems to slow down. You still do what is right. You still live kindly. You still serve, but the results have not yet been seen. Do not be quick to lose heart. There are things I am doing inside you that are more important than what you see on the outside. I am teaching you patience. I am teaching you humility. I am teaching you to love without needing a return. Those things will become the foundation for what I will entrust to you later. My beloved child, do not let exhaustion make you lose yourself. Do not let the times you are misunderstood cause you to stop living true to your heart. Do not let the lack of recognition make you doubt your own worth. Your value does not come from the praise of people. Your value comes from the fact that you belong to me. My beloved child, perhaps you have thought about stopping. Perhaps you have wanted to close your heart so you wouldn't be hurt anymore. But I want you to know that your loving heart is a precious gift. Do not let the world turn it cold. I will protect you. I will heal you. I will renew your strength. My beloved child, remember that even the people I used most powerfully were once weak. Moses doubted himself. Elijah wanted to give up. Peter failed. But I did not look at them through those moments of weakness. I looked at what I had placed within them, and I look at you in exactly the same way. My beloved child, as it is written in Hebrews 6:10, God is not unjust. He will not forget your work and the love you have shown him as you have helped his people and continue to help them. I do not forget. I do not overlook. I do not belittle anything you do out of love. My beloved child, if today you feel exhausted, come to me. If today you feel empty, let me fill you. If today you feel you no longer have enough strength to continue, let me lift you up. I do not only call you to serve, I also invite you to rest in me. My beloved child, continue to walk. Even if your steps are slow, continue to love. Even if your heart still aches, continue to be faithful. Even if you do not yet see the results, because nothing you do in me is meaningless. My beloved child, In the next part, I will help you understand why there are seasons of waiting that stretch longer than you hope. You will see that delay is not abandonment. It is how I prepare you for things far beyond what you have ever imagined. Because before I give you something great, I always teach you how to live humbly, faithfully, and to serve with all your heart, my beloved child. I know there are days you look up to the sky and silently ask me, Lord, how much longer must I wait? You have prayed. You have been faithful. You have tried to live righteously. You have served in secret without demanding anything. Yet, many things you expect still haven't happened. There are times you see selfish people who appear to succeed. There are times you see those who only look out for their own interests being praised. While you continue to walk quietly, no one knows. No one mentions it. No one acknowledges it. Then you ask yourself, does humility still mean anything? Is living to serve others truly worth it? My beloved child, listen to me. Do not let what you see in a brief moment cause you to doubt my eternal plan. You think I am silent, but I am working. You think I am delaying, but I am preparing. You think I have forgotten you, but I am preserving you for the exact right time. My beloved child, if I only wanted you to have a high position, I could grant it in an instant. But I do not only want to elevate your status, I want to build your character. Because a person can be elevated very quickly, but if their heart is not ready, they will also fall very quickly. What I care about first is not where you stand. What I care about is who you will become when you stand there. My beloved child, remember Joseph. I gave him great dreams when he was very young, but I did not place him on the throne to rule the very next day. I let him go through the deep pit, through slavery, through the dark dungeon, not because I forgot him, but because I was preparing a leader who knew how to bow down and serve. If Joseph had never experienced suffering, could he have sympathized with the starving later on? If he had never been betrayed, could he have forgiven his brothers? It was those very years of waiting that created a heart like mine. My beloved child, look at Moses, 40 years in the wilderness, a period so long that many would think his life was passing by in vain. But no, every day spent shepherding in the desert was preparing him to one day lead an entire nation. I taught him patience with the sheep before entrusting him to care for my people. I taught him how to listen in the quiet places before he heard my voice from the burning bush. Not a single day in the wilderness was wasted. My beloved child, perhaps today you are also in a wilderness of your own. You are still doing small tasks, still living faithfully, still serving your family, still loving the church, still helping others, but you feel your life has nothing remarkable about it. Do not despise the small things, because it is precisely in those small things that I am observing your faithfulness, not to find fault in you, but to prepare you for something greater. My beloved child, I have never built the people I use through easy paths. David learned courage in the pastures. Joseph learned patience in the dungeon. Moses learned humility in the desert. Esther learned courage in silence. The disciples learned service by walking with me every day. Not a single one of them was prepared on a throne. They were prepared in places the world considers ordinary. You are the same. Do not despise your current season. The place you are standing today may be the very classroom I prepared long ago. My beloved child, there is one thing I deeply want you to understand. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. Humility is knowing that everything you have comes from me. Therefore, you do not need to compete. You do not need to prove anything. You do not need to live for the approval of others. A person who knows they belong to me will no longer live to seek the applause of the world. They only long to hear me say, "Well done, good and faithful servant." That is the greatest reward, my beloved child. As it is written in James 4:10, humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up. Notice this. I do not tell you to lift yourself up. I also do not tell you to chase after fame. I only tell you to humble yourself. As for lifting you up, let me do that, because what I give, no one can steal. What I open, no one can close. And what I prepare will always be better than what you build by your own strength. My beloved child, if today you are tired of waiting, lean on me. If today you feel the things you do are too small, look up to me. I came to the world not to be served, but to serve. If I myself chose that path, then the path of service is never the path of failure. It is the path leading to maturity. It is the path of love. It is the path of the kingdom of heaven. My beloved child, do not fear the seasons of waiting, because every day you live in humility and faithfulness. I am silently preparing a new chapter for your life. In the next part, I will reveal to you the secret of a life that is truly great in my eyes. You will understand that the person I use most powerfully is not the one with the most abilities, but the one who is ready to kneel down to love, to serve, and to glorify my name in everything they do. My beloved child, now I want to bring you closer to my heart. I want you to understand something that the world finds very hard to comprehend. The world always says, become the leader, defeat everyone, make your name known. But I say, love, serve, humble yourself. Perhaps that sounds truly paradoxical, but that is the very path that leads to life. My beloved child, when I entered the world, I could absolutely have been born in a palace. I could have chosen to live among the powerful. I could have amazed all nations with power from the very first day. But I chose a manger. I grew up in an ordinary family. I labored with the hands of a carpenter. I walked among the poor, the despised, and the broken souls. I want you to understand that the value of a person does not lie in where they stand, but in the love they bring to others. My beloved child, there was a night that my disciples will never forget. While they were still arguing about who was the greatest, I quietly took a towel, poured water into a basin, and knelt down to wash each person's feet. The dusty feet of Peter, the feet of John, the feet of every disciple, even the feet of Judas, the one I knew would betray me. I still washed. I still loved. I still served. Do you understand what I want to teach? True love does not choose its object to love. True service does not wait for others to be worthy. That is the nature of the kingdom of heaven. My beloved child, often, you only want to serve those who are grateful to you. You only want to love those who love you back. You only want to help those who will remember your deeds. That is very natural, but I am inviting you to step higher than your instincts. I invite you to step into the love of heaven, a love that does not calculate, a love that does not bargain, a love that continues to give, even when it is not reciprocated. That is not weakness. That is my strength living within you, my beloved child. Remember John the Baptist. He was once followed by many. His name echoed throughout Judea. But when I began my ministry, he was not jealous at all. He said, "He must become greater, I must become less." Those are not the words of a failure. That is the voice of a truly humble heart. The humble are not afraid of others shining. They rejoice when my name is exalted higher than their own. My beloved child, do you know what is stealing the peace of so many people? It is comparison. They are always looking at what others have, what they are achieving, how many people admire them, and then they forget what I have entrusted to them. I did not create two identical leaves. I also do not call two people to walk the exact same path. Do not try to become a copy of someone else. Be faithful to what I have specifically assigned to you. When you stop comparing, you will begin to be grateful. When you are grateful, you will serve with joy. My beloved child, look at Mary, my mother. She did not seek fame. When the angel delivered the news, she simply answered gently, "May your word to me be fulfilled." It was that humble submission that opened the way for the plan of redemption. My great things always begin with a very small yes. My beloved child, do not despise the simple tasks you are doing. Perhaps you are caring for aging parents. Perhaps you are patiently raising children. Perhaps you are silently serving in the church. Perhaps you are encouraging someone in despair. The world may call those small things, but I call them things of eternal value, because every action done in love is reflecting me, my beloved child. I do not need you to become famous. I need you to become faithful. I do not need you to be hailed by everyone. I need you to know how to love when no one is watching. I do not need you to stand on a high podium. I need you to be willing to kneel down to lift up someone who is falling. That is what makes heaven rejoice. My beloved child, as it is written in Mark 10:45, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." If I myself, as Lord and Savior, chose the path of service, then that path cannot be a lowly one. It is the path that leads to life. It is the path that leads to transformation. It is the path of selfless love. My beloved child, do not think that when you bow down to serve, you are losing anything. In truth, every time you bow down out of love, your soul is growing. Every time you forgive, you are becoming more like me. Every time you put the interests of others before your own ego, you are stepping closer to the heart of the Father. That is a beauty the world cannot create. That is the fragrance of heaven upon your life, my beloved child. One day, the titles of the world will pass away. The applause will fade. Successes will become memories. But the things you do for love will remain forever. A word of comfort, a prayer, a meal you share, a hand you reach out, a tear you wipe for another. None of those things are lost before me. I am keeping them all as treasures of the kingdom of heaven, my beloved child. If today you want to know how to become more like me, the answer does not lie in trying to become great. It lies in letting my love soften your heart every day. When you love as I love, forgive as I forgive, and serve as I serve, then, even if no one knows your name, All of heaven will still rejoice because your life is reflecting the glory of the Father. In the next part, I will show you that every act of your humility and service has never been in vain. Even when you have not seen the results, even when you are still waiting, I am still silently opening a new season, where the seeds you sow in love will bear fruit far beyond what you ever prayed for or imagined. My beloved child, at this point, I want you to lift your eyes. Do not just look at the present. Do not just look at what your eyes can see. There are things I am doing that you cannot yet perceive. There are doors I am silently opening. There are people I am preparing to enter your life. There are prayers from many years ago that I have not forgotten. I am only waiting for the right time. Even when you do not see it, I am still at work, my beloved child. Perhaps you have thought that your years of silent service have passed in vain. You have taught, you have interceded, you have helped, you have sacrificed, you have endured, you have forgiven, yet it seems nothing has changed. Listen to me. Not a single seed you sowed in love have I let perish. Not a single prayer offered for others have I forgotten. Not a single tear shed in service have I failed to cherish. In my kingdom, faithfulness always precedes the harvest. My beloved child, remember Noah. For many years, he built the ark amidst mocking laughter. Day after day, season after season, no one believed. No one understood. Perhaps many thought his life was a waste. But then, at the exact right time, the door of the ark was closed by me. What was once ridiculed became the salvation for his entire family. If Noah had given up just because he hadn't seen results, he would never have seen the miracle. You are the same. Do not lay down the hammer of faithfulness just because it hasn't rained yet. My beloved child, remember the woman who poured the jar of perfume on my feet. Some considered that act a waste, but I called it love. The world often evaluates everything by utility. I look with the heart. What you do out of love for me will never be meaningless. Even when others do not understand, even when they judge, I still smile. My beloved child, I know sometimes you are tired of always being the one to serve. You see others being praised. You see others being respected, while you remain quietly in the background. But remember, the roots of a tree always lie beneath the ground. No one sees them. No one praises them. Yet it is that very silent root system that keeps the whole tree standing firm and bearing fruit. I am making you into the roots. You may not be noticed today, but your humble life is nourishing more people than you realize. My beloved child, do not be afraid if I have not elevated you to the position you expected. What matters more than the position is the heart. What matters more than fame is faithfulness. What matters more than applause is that you still keep a tender heart before me. Because when I decide to open a new door, the first thing I look for is not the most talented person. I look for the one who still knows how to kneel, the one who still knows how to pray, the one who still knows how to serve without expecting a reward. My beloved child, as it is written in Matthew 23:12, for those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. That is the principle of the kingdom of heaven. You do not exalt yourself, let me exalt you. You do not pave your own way, let me pave the way. What I give is always more enduring than what you seize for yourself. My beloved child, Perhaps the new season I prepare for you does not look like what you imagined. Perhaps I will not take you to crowded places, but I will bring you to the exact place that needs your light. Perhaps I will not make your name famous, but I will make your life a blessing to many. Perhaps I will not give you everything the world calls success, but I will give you a life of meaning, and that is a gift more precious than all. My beloved child, look at the grains of wheat in the field. Before the harvest, they must silently grow day by day. No one hears them growing. No one sees every root reaching deep. But when the season comes, the entire field turns golden. Your life is just like that. There are changes happening that you cannot yet feel. I am curing pride with humility. I am replacing impatience with endurance. I am replacing the quest for personal glory with the joy of serving. That is the greatest miracle. My beloved child, do not be afraid if you are still small in the eyes of the world. A tiny mustard seed can grow into a tree. 5 loaves and 2 fish in my hands can feed thousands. A sincere prayer can change an entire generation. A simple act of love can open the door for a soul to return to me. Never underestimate what I am doing through your life. You do not need to stand out. You only need to remain faithful. My beloved child, I am preparing a new season. A season where you will realize that not a single day of service was wasted. Not a single drop of sweat fell in vain. Not a single sacrifice was forgotten. I will make the seeds you sowed with tears blossom in joy. I will make the things you did in secret become public blessings for many. But when that day comes, I also hope you will keep the exact same humble heart as today. Do not forget the silent days. Do not forget the lessons in the wilderness. Do not forget that all glory belongs to me, my beloved child. Therefore, keep walking forward. Do not let delays discourage you. Do not let the judgments of people make you falter. I am going before you. I am preparing you, and I am preparing the harvest for you. In the final part, I will embrace you with an eternal promise. I will remind you that you never walk alone, and I will leave a deep peace in your heart, so that no matter how life changes, you will joyfully walk in humility, love, and service until the end of the journey. My beloved child, this letter is drawing to a close, but what I want to sow in your heart today will not end when these lines stop. I hope that from today onward, whenever you step out of your home, you will no longer ask, "Who will help me today?" but you will ask, "To whom can I bring God's love today?" That is when your heart is becoming like my heart. My beloved child, I know you are still weak. I know there will be tiring days. There will be times you want to be cared for by others. There will be moments you feel your sacrifices are too great. I do not blame you. Even my disciples were once like that. They argued about who was the greatest. They wanted to sit at my right and my left in glory. But I patiently taught them that the path to glory does not begin at the throne. It begins with the servant's towel. My beloved child, remember Peter. He was once very confident in his own strength. He thought he would never abandon me. Yet, in just one night, he denied me 3 times. After that failure, he thought he was no longer worthy. But when I resurrected, I did not seek him out to condemn him. I sought him out to restore him. I did not ask, "Why did you fail?" I asked, "Do you love me?" Because the one who truly loves me will take care of my sheep. Love for me is always expressed through service. My beloved child, do not wait until you are perfect to start serving. If so, you will never begin. I do not call the perfect. I perfect those I call. What I am looking for are not hands that have never made a mistake. What I am looking for is a heart that knows how to repent, knows how to love, and is ready to be used by me. My beloved child, one day, when you stand before me, I will not ask how many followers you had. I will not ask how much wealth you possessed. I will not ask how famous you were. I will ask, how many people did you love? How many people did you forgive? How many falling people did you lift up? What did you do with the gifts I entrusted to you? Did you live for yourself, or did you live to glorify my name? Those are the things that remain for eternity. My beloved child, perhaps after today, your life will still have many trials. You will still meet people who do not understand you. You will still meet people who treat your kindness with indifference. You will still sometimes be hurt, but do not let that change the person I am creating in you. Do not let the coldness of the world cool your love. Do not let the pride of others steal your humility. Do not let disappointments make you forget the reason I called you. You were not created to reflect the darkness. You were created to reflect the light. You were not created to live for the ego. You were created to reflect the heart of Christ. My beloved child, as it is written in Micah 6:8, He has shown you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. That is not just a command. That is the path that leads to true life. A path that is not always easy, but always full of peace. Because wherever my presence is, there is always new strength. My beloved child, I want you to remember that every morning when you wake up, you carry a new opportunity to love, a new opportunity to forgive, a new opportunity to serve, a new opportunity to become more like me than yesterday. Do not underestimate a smile you give to someone in despair. Do not underestimate a silent prayer. Do not underestimate an outstretched hand of help. Many of my miracles begin from things that seem very small. My beloved child. Now, before I end this letter, I want you to pray with me. Loving Heavenly Father, I thank you for loving me before I knew how to love you. I thank you for patiently teaching me to live humbly in a world full of pride. Please forgive me for the times I only thought of myself. Please heal within me all arrogance, all rivalry, and all desire to seek glory for myself. Please grant me a tender heart like Jesus, a heart that knows how to bow down to lift others up, hands that are always ready to serve, eyes that can see the pain of others, a spirit that does not grow weary in doing good. Help me to know how to love even when it is not reciprocated, to know how to forgive even when hurt, to know how to be faithful even when no one is watching. Let my life become a living letter, so that anyone who meets me can feel your love and kindness. I pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. My beloved child, before you leave, I want to leave 3 final messages in your heart. First, never think that a good deed is too small for me to use. A word of encouragement can save a despairing soul. A prayer can change a whole family. A silent act of service can become the beginning of a miracle that you will only see at the exact time I have appointed. Second, never be afraid to bow down. The more you learn to humble yourself before me and love others, the stronger your soul becomes. The world sees humility as weakness, but heaven calls it the power of Christ being revealed in you. Third, never forget that you do not serve to be remembered by people. You serve because you love me, and everything you do out of love for me is engraved in eternity. One day, when you meet me face to face, you will understand that not a single tear you cried out of love was in vain. Not a single sacrifice you offered was forgotten. Not a single faithful step you took will go unrewarded. My beloved child, therefore, keep walking. Live humbly in a world full of pride. Serve in a world that only wants to be served. Love in a world that still has much coldness. Do not be afraid of being small. A tiny candle can still dispel the darkness of an entire room. A heart surrendered to me can still become a source of blessing for many generations. And a quiet but faithful life can still move heaven. Walk each day with your eyes fixed on me. Let every word, every decision, and every action of yours reflect the heart of Jesus. Then one day, when the journey on earth comes to a close, the most precious thing you carry with you will not be what you accumulated for yourself, but the souls you loved, the people you lifted up, the tears you wiped away, the prayers you offered, and my love that was revealed through your very life. My love always covers you. I will never leave you. The absolute best things are still waiting for you ahead. Amen.